Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a bit Bleach Immortal Soul today, so we're about halfway through the actual summertime event here. So tomorrow will be the halfway mark, day 7. So really, it hasn't been anything extraordinary, I would have to say. The Battle Royale has been pretty simple. It's basically the same stuff over and over again. You know, send gifts, squad donations, elite stages, do trainings and stuff. So there's really nothing in here that's that you need to really like focus on. Even the actual battle arena has just been something that if you do your standard 5 a day, which you do for your dailies, you shouldn't have any trouble completing that on time. So we're about halfway through. I've got a little bit of stuff. I mean, I don't have many of the shards. I doubt very seriously if I'm going to have enough shards to actually complete the character unless I actually just started to throw a bunch of soul jade in it. But although the character's not bad, I don't really consider him to be something that I would actually want to go for. I'm only got 1170, so I'm probably going to be pulling on it probably enough for one more pull, basically inside of the actual free, which you'll be able to get from a free-to-play perspective, and then you have to start spending soul jade. I'll probably do enough to get to the 100 simply to get the time tokens, but it's probably gonna have to pop out about two, maybe 3. So probably maybe 6,000 to 9,000 jade will hopefully get me close enough to where I can actually get these, because this is all I'm really working for right here. Okay, but you're not going to have enough to do that from a free play perspective, and I'm not going to get the 10 that I need. If I do get the 10 that I need, I will stop. I probably will not do this and just wait and throw all of this soul jade I've been saving up into one of the newer characters when they come out, which is what I've been planning to do. You can usually get, if you get like if you get about close to 35,000, you could generally get a new character to a 5-star on the when it comes out, and that will enable you to get a weapon. If you can't do that, I don't really see, unless you're willing to spend a lot of money, you're not going to be able to do it, because you need to have the soul jade, and you just have to save up the soul jade over a long period of time. So as long as I can get, I'm going to have I've got 5 right now, okay, and I'm going to get another 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get another 4 tomorrow, so that will make 9. Okay, and then in the login events, I'm going to get 2, so I'll have 11 tomorrow. That'll give me another 10 pool. Okay, if I'm able to get, I want to get time tokens. That's the whole thing about this, is time tokens. Okay, one set of time tokens will allow me to buy. Just 10 time tokens will allow me to buy 2 sets of shards for Halloween Nemu, which is who I'm focusing on. So that's what I want to do, is get some more shards for her. It's 200, you know, it's way up there. So, you know, I'm doing it in terms of Omni shards, but it just takes a really long time. So giving an extra 20 shards per would be really helpful in getting where I need to be. So if I'm able to get the actual, I only need 2 more. So I might be able to get that with that next 10 pool. If I do, I'm fine. Okay. And then as long as I'll wait until about, day or 2 before it ends. If I've got it, then I'll probably be just fine. And I'll purchase my time tokens and be happy. The character's not good enough that I'm going to go for. I was considering it because it's an event character. So they're just difficult to build, guys. I'm serious. Event characters are, unless you're going to spend money, and quite a bit of it, hundreds of dollars, you're not going to be able to effectively build up an event character to 6 and 7 stars and awaken the weapon multiple times, which is what you need to do. So I'm just focusing on one character. That character is Halloween Nemu. She's OP. She excellent in 1v1 and excellent team sword. So she's my focus. I've got her awakened. I got her weapon. So that's going to be my focus from now on. Okay. So she's the one that I'm going to be working on. So I just want to be able to get that. And inside of the event shop, you can get shards for all the event characters. Okay. Kira will be in here in a couple weeks. But as you can see, if I get 10 shards, I'll have 17, 8, so 16. I'll be able to get 2 packs of her for 20. So that would be very helpful. So that's all I'm looking for from this event. Character's not good enough that I was willing to go ahead and spend and go all in on because he's an event character. I'll just wait and do it on a new character because a new character is a character that you can build up fairly easily. The availability for that and its weapon will be in the event. You'll have the actual event, new character event, and then shortly after that, they'll have a soul box event for that same character. So they give you multiple chances if you're willing to spend a little bit of soul jade. You can actually get the weapon as well. But I want to save up so that I have at least between 30 and 35,000. I'd like to have closer to 35, and that would get me close enough where I could get a new character and hopefully get a character up to 5-star where it needs to be, or at least 4-star. Very, very close, but then you wouldn't get the weapon. So I'm going to make positively sure it's something I can do. So I'd like to have between 35 and 40 just to be on the safe side. So that's where we're at in terms of that. They've got some other stuff going on. The actual treasure trial is up. Of course, you definitely want to participate in this. It should be unlocking here. No, still locked up for another 3 days. I've already blew through the first phase of it. So I'm just waiting for the rest of it to open up. And like I say, I'll go through it and complete it straight. Then I'll go back and pick up the chests. That's what I always do. And haven't had any trouble finishing it. So you should be able to get, but you get a lot of rewards. You can get some shards. And you can, most importantly, you can get SSR. You can get the SR weapon shards for certain characters. So, you might want to start focusing on them. Like Lisa, I'm building up Lisa. I'm maxing out her weapon. I'm going to do the same for Soy Fawn. Okay. Because you can only get SR. There's no UR weapon shards in there, so you can't build anything up from that. The tour challenge is going on. I managed to snatch my five of my shards, which is what I was looking for. And now I'm in this. So I need the remaining shards for Wonderweiss to complete Wonderweiss. Okay, I've completed these two, but I need 25 more shards to complete Wonderweiss, and I'll have him complete. So that's why I'm focusing on Wonderweiss. So hopefully I'll be able to get him. I think this goes for one more day. Is this one more day, or is it not one more day? No, I don't think this is for another. I think today was the last day, so I'm not going to be able to get Wonderweiss, unfortunately. But it was nice because this stays open for an extra 2 days after the event closes. So, well, it was close. I did do some pulls on him, but I didn't quite get him inside of that. So we'll just have to see. But I did get everything that I wanted, which was the Omni Shard. So I did get that. So that was not a bad event actually. Other than that, we're going on. So this is going to be going on for next week. This is going on for another 7 days. So just make sure that you keep on to it. They'll be giving us some more shards in here, as well as some lottery draws and stuff. So you'll be able to do some more free shards. So I should be able to get the 10 without having to spend inside of it. And that way I won't have to spend my soul jade. But, I'm hoping to just get it. I want to get 10 time tokens, and that's my goal. If the only way I can get them is to throw a little bit of soul jade, I might have to do that. It's something I'll debate, but we'll do a video a little bit farther into the event. But other than that, it's an okay event. It's very standard format. There's nothing different about it. I've already hit the soul orbs. I hit the soul orbs a long time ago. I hit the soul orbs like 240, so I hit it like yesterday. I really wish that they would have had extended this on. I see no reason to stop at 180. Continue it out. Continue it with like another 210, another reward, 240, another reward. For those of us who want to, who can actually do log on daily and try to complete the event in full completion, stopping at 180 was just, put the best reward at 180. Don't get me wrong, but have some really good rewards at 210 and 240, whatever the maximum that you can get. It looks like 300 is going to be the maximum. I would assume is probably what it's going to end up being. 10, 20, 30, 40. So tomorrow will be 280. So it looks like 280 will be the maximum. So at 280 have something awesome, like but like maybe a bunch of Omni shards, or maybe normally they put a free character at 180, but just continue it out. So this is just there's nobody working on the game. All the devs on this game are focusing on One Punch Man Road here. Okay, that's where they're all at. So That's it's the same company, OG devs. Everything is the same. They're all focusing on that game right now. So Bleach Immortal Soul has sort of fallen by the wayside. It's just the fact that they have not even created the story yet. 28, they stopped. We're not even halfway through the story, and they stopped, and we haven't had one for nearly a year now. So we're not going to. So this game it's not going to last much longer. Let's be honest about that. Uh, I assume that when the Thousand Year Blood War is going to be starting up here pretty soon, that arc with the anime, there's going to be a mobile game for focusing on those characters, I would assume. Uh, I don't know if they're waiting for that to start up on this game again or whatnot. I mean, they're not ignoring it completely. We still have Soulbox events. They're introducing new characters. Of course, there's no basis for these new characters because the story hasn't explained who half of them are because they haven't gotten halfway through the story. So they're just throwing names out there. Anybody who's familiar with the anime or the manga know who they are. But if you're somebody who's playing the game and doesn't know about those, then you'd be in the dark as to who all these new characters are, not realizing that they are the actual Zanpakuto of the characters that occurred in the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, which was farther down the line in the story. But that is what it is. So I play, I do my day. I'm focusing on it, doing everything it needs to do. Keep building up. Neva, I want to get her up. I'm going to start 7-starring characters and whatnot. It takes a really long time to 7-star. 6-star is where you want to get them at. They become, that's skills and everything are maxed out then. So you've got damage reduction, damage increase. So you've got everything that you need at 6 stars. 7 stars is just that extra thing, and then you can start honing, and you can start to min-max the character. And I'm going to do that. That's what my plans are. I've already started to get close to get into the 7-star accumulation for several of the characters. Nemo is the last character that I'll be focusing on in terms of starring up. All of my focus from here on out will be on the main 6 characters that are my main team, which hasn't changed, same as it's always been. Tetsu Zangetsu, Dangai Ichigo, White Ichigo, Sazi, Full Ichigo or Nemu, and then V2 Iroquois to round it off. So that's where we're going. And then I've got Stark. Stark and are there for whenever the story starts up. I assume the story is going to be difficult when they start it back up. The story is set. We're halfway through the story. We're already maxed out characters are just barely able to complete it. So I have no idea what they're going to be doing. If they do continue the story or if they let the game die, I don't know. Either way, I'll be ready. I've got multiple facets that I can continue with in terms of completing it. If one team doesn't work, I can start swapping out almost max characters to try other stuff. So I've got that. So I've got plans to help out. So I maxed all those characters out so I can swap them in as needed to assist if my team has trouble in the story mode. So that's where we're at that point. But yeah, so I'm not letting we're ready to proceed if they ever do decide. But I need to start focusing on 7-starring the main team. So that's where all the Omni shards and whatnot are going to go after I finish with Nemu. Which if I get those 20 shards, I should be able to finish up with Nemu in a month or so. And then I'll be able to start focusing on, I've already started to accumulate shards, like I said, for the main team, but I'm going to have to start throwing Omni shards if I want to get done anytime soon. So once I get her to up there with the rest of them, then I'll be able to start utilizing those shards on my main characters to get them up to 7 stars so we can start honing them. Okay, that's the general plan. Like I say, I don't know what the status is going to be from here on out. But the summertime event, it's okay. Treasure Trial, go ahead and knock that out. Good rewards for that. And the tour challenge is going to be ending today, so make sure that you do your last ones. The treasure hunt will be open for a couple of days afterwards, so it's not necessary. Just do make sure you gather all of the keys that you need for the draws right here. Make sure that you do clear those out today because this is the last day for the tour challenge. Okay. So just wanted to do a quick video, let everybody know. Summertime event, the character is okay. I mean, he's probably the worst of the event characters that I've seen introduced at this point. He's got a pretty good skill set, but when you're looking for an event character, you're looking for a character who has a slightly better skill set than your standard UR characters. Not by a lot or anything, but just a little bit. Usually offering one or more support. I'm not seeing that from him, and what he does have is not uber fantastic. So, not something that I would really focus on. I mean, he could be a paper tiger. A lot of times you get a skill set on paper looks awesome, but then once you build him and stick him in, it's a bust. And then sometimes you get a skill set on paper looks horrible, but then you put him in it and he is excellent. Nemu was one of the characters that was like that. Nowhere in her skill set does she indicate how powerful she actually is. There's some hidden mechanic at work on her. I'm not sure what it is specifically. I know what skill it's associated with. I'm just not exactly sure why it procs sometimes. And I'm trying to figure out what makes it proc so I can start utilizing it. So I'm trying her in different positions throughout my team to try to figure out which makes it proc. Because when it procs, it can eliminate one or two characters who are literally 3/4 of power, and it kills them at the end of the move outright. I mean, completely kills them outright. Okay, so she's awesome, but its procking is unusual and sometimes ill-timed. So I'm not exactly sure how to get it to proc because they're not very descriptive with what it's actually doing and what it applies. It's the ghosts. I know it's the ghost effect that she puts out, but it doesn't seem to proc like it's supposed to. And when it does proc, it has weird things. Sometimes it literally wipes people. I've had it wipe two. I've actually had wipe 3 back row characters before that. At the end of the turn, 2 of them had half health. One had a little bit less than half. And their turn was over. They just all died. So I wiped out the whole back row. I went on to win the match, but it's really weird trying to get it to proc and do it properly. So I'm trying to figure out the best slot to stick her in to maximize that. It seems to be the front. It looks like front and middle seems to be the best so far. That's where I'm having the best luck with it. And she has a tank, so logic dictates she would be designed for the front row. So I was assuming that it would be one of those positions, but it seems to be the middle the best. So I've got her flanked with Hirakura and Sassy on the other side. But she's a good character, so that's definitely one. If you're looking for one of the event characters to focus on, I would say focus on her because she's definitely got the most upside of any of the ones out there so far. All right, so yeah, ending tomorrow with the tour challenge, so make sure that you do knock that out. Keep up on the summertime events. At least make sure you get 180 so that you can get the soul orbs. And the treasure child is in, so make sure you get those first. It's halfway through. In 3 days, the other half will open up and you'll be able to finish it. Plenty of time. No rush on that. Just keep in mind that it is out there and the rewards are pretty good. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You'll get notified each time I drop a video. It's Kendra coming at you from the corner, signing out.